Imagine waking up early to open your shift at McDonald's. You unlock the door, turn on the lights, and get ready for the day, only to realize someone is already inside. Not through the front, not the back. He came through the roof. This isn't fiction. This is the story of Jeffrey Manchester, the man who baffled police, robbed fast food joints with military precision, and lived inside a Toys R Us for months without anyone knowing. Welcome to Behind the Crime. Let's dive into the bizarre, calculated world of the Roofman. Who was the Roofman? It all began in October 1998. Manchester, a 28-year-old Army Reserve officer, is about to begin a calculated crime spree. His targets? Fast food chains in North and South Carolina. McDonald's, Wendy's, Burger King. His method was always the same. Climb onto the roof, use power tools to cut a small hole, drop silently into the office or kitchen, and take control. Jeffrey Allen Manchester wasn't your typical criminal. Born in North Carolina, he was intelligent, soft-spoken, and had no history of violent behavior. In fact, he was a U.S. Army Reserve officer, trained in tactics, surveillance, and discipline. But beneath that clean-cut exterior, something unusual was brewing. Jeffrey had an obsession, not with violence, but with strategy. And in the late 1990s, he began to test that obsession in the real world by targeting fast food restaurants. The method. Manchester's technique was anything but random. He'd stake out a location for days, sometimes weeks, learn employee schedules, delivery times, security flaws. Then, when the timing was perfect, he'd strike. Cutting a hole in the roof of a McDonald's or Wendy's, lowering himself in like a scene out of Mission Impossible. Once inside, he'd wait in silence until the first employee arrived. Armed, but never aggressive, he would calmly instruct staff to open the safe. And when the job was done, he'd vanish the same way he came. Incredibly, after several robberies, Manchester would anonymously call 911 to tell police that employees were locked in the freezer. He made sure help arrived after he was long gone. In his mind, he wasn't just avoiding violence. He was trying to protect people. A thief with a conscience. He hit over 40 locations across states like North Carolina, South Carolina, and West Virginia, all with the same surgical method. And the public started calling him what he earned, the Roofman. The McDonald's manner. But what made Roofman different wasn't just how he robbed, it was how he behaved. He was known for being strangely polite. He'd calm panicked employees, sometimes telling them, "Don't worry, I'm not going to hurt you." One worker even recalled him apologizing for the inconvenience, like he was robbing them out of necessity, not malice. It was criminal behavior with an oddly human face. The arrest. In 2000, the law finally caught up. After a slip-up during a robbery, police arrested Jeffrey Manchester. He was charged with multiple counts of armed robbery and sentenced to 45 years in prison. But if you thought the story ended here, you don't know the Roofman. The Great Escape. In 2004, Jeffrey pulled off what some call one of the most underrated prison escapes in US history. He created a dummy of himself to fool guards during bed checks, then hid inside a trash bin taken out of the prison. When the trash was removed, so was he. And then came the twist. He didn't flee across the country. He stayed right in Charlotte, North Carolina, and moved into an abandoned Toys R Us. Living in a toy store. For months, Jeffrey lived inside the walls of the store. He'd come out at night to eat snacks, shower, and even play with bikes and toys. Employees noticed things going missing, like candy, batteries, or bikes slightly moved. But no one suspected a man was secretly living above their heads. He even began to date a local woman using a fake name. She had no idea he was an escaped convict. The final capture. Eventually, the truth unraveled. A suspicious employee tipped off police, who searched the store and found his hideout. In 2005, the Roofman was captured again, ending his strange, clever, and surreal crime saga. He returned to prison, but his story remains one of the most bizarre in modern crime history. Not all criminals are driven by hate or violence. Some are driven by obsession, calculation, and perhaps a warped sense of adventure. Jeffrey Manchester didn't just rob banks or stores. He studied them, lived inside them, and turned his life into a real-world heist film. What do you think? Was he a criminal mastermind or a lost mind with too much imagination? Let us know in the comments. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more unbelievable true crime stories right here on Behind the Crime.